Hello, everybody! I'm back again. It's the third episode of Buck-Chuckets and Piglins. Welcome back. And today, strap in. We're in for a good episode. It's all about iron. I was in the Nether, and I scored Malgosha's staff. More on that later. And I went in there because I needed to get some soul soil. Because today's all about my iron farm. And in Bedrock, one of the big things about iron farms is that they have to be built away from other areas. Now, iron is essential. Minecraft, it's got so many gadgets, whether it's cauldrons or hoppers, minecarts, rails, all kinds of tools like shears and more things that I can list here. But it all needs iron. So we're going to need to get an iron farm going. Now, in Bedrock, you've got to build an iron farm about 150 blocks away from other beds. And because there's 9 people on this server, I've got to figure out a place to build that. So, my solution is to go up. I am going to build an iron farm in the clouds. That'll keep my iron farm far enough away from everybody else's builds that it won't get messed up. Now, the closest block to clouds is snow blocks, and that's why I gathered a whole bunch of snow. Then I'm going to go up there. I do believe it's at a height of 192, but we're going to double check. So we're going to make a space for a bubble elevator to go up into the clouds. Right over here, these are the footprints of my farms. Got a furnace on the end, lava farm in the middle. And then over here, this right where that torch is, that is going to be a bubble elevator up into the clouds where my iron farm is going to be. Now, it's still early game. This server's been up for less than 2 weeks. So I don't have scaffolding. Old school scaffolding here. Ladders and dirt blocks. That'll do. That'll do me. Scaffolding would be easier. I just don't have enough string right now to do that. So, dirt blocks and ladders it is. Work with what you got, not what you wish you had. Alright, so here we are, height 193, and you can see that the block I'm on is going into the cloud. Okay, so that dirt will get replaced and I'll put snow blocks at that height. So the bottom of the clouds will match with my snow blocks, and then my farm up here will look like it's on a little cloud island. So this is just glass panes. Glass panes stacked on top of each other without touching anything on the sides. It's like a little bit of a glass pillar that's almost invisible. But, because it's a square game, 4 sides are blocked from water pouring out from anywhere else. So I can make a bubble elevator, and the near invisible glass panes will keep the water contained without it flowing all over the place. We go. Snow blocks. Now on top of the snow platform, I'll build normally, but looking up from the bottom, all you're going to see is snow blocks with the structure on top. Okay, that's just the hole for my bubble column. I would call it bubble elevator. And then next to it will be the iron farm itself. And for the iron farm to work in Bedrock Edition, you need 20 villagers. 20 villagers that have workstations. So in the process of breeding up villagers here, if any of them are simps that don't have jobs, usually marked with a green vest, you got to get rid of them. Or make additional ones that do have jobs. You have to have 20 working villagers. Simps won't do. Simps being a short form for simpleton. They're so basic. So basic they don't even have a job. And my villager of choice will be Fletchers. Because you can easily just throw sticks at them and generate armaments out of sticks. Okay. So, bucket of water at the top makes flowing water. And then kelp turns the flowing water into water source blocks. You can also see I don't have any suffocation bubbles, not drowning right now. Because I'm only partially in the water and partially out into the air. So the game goes, that's fine, you can breathe fine. And by using the glass panes, I've got access from the 4 diagonal directions, and it's just containing the water in the 4 directions. The north, south, east, west. Kelp. 70, 180, 190, and through the little doorway, up to the top, 193. And I turned the dirt blocks here into path blocks so that I can control where iron golems are eligible to spawn. Because the 2 fundamental parts of the iron farm are 20 villagers and a spawning/killing platform for iron golems. Because when the iron golem dies, you can harvest iron out of it. 1 piece of soul sand. Now we're playing with the Buck-Chuckets and Piglins mod from the Minecraft movie. And in that is a monster called Malgosha. For everyone that's seen the movie, Malgosha, well, it's the main Piglin antagonist. So I managed to kill the boss. Didn't video record it. Why would I do that? And she dropped her staff. So if I can get the Orb of Dominance, I can combine it with her staff, and then I'll get the Staff of Dominance. Super overpowered. We'll work on that another time. But for now, I got half of it. Okay. Double elevator works fine. And we got a snowy platform to build the actual farm upon. The inside of the building has to be 7 by 7. And that'll allow 20 beds to be placed comfortably. Because it's all about getting those 20 villagers in. And then I'll build a killing platform, harvesting area right over their heads. My little trick for doors is I like to double trapdoor. Trapdoor top and bottom. I can get in and out with a little bit of a crouch and a hop. But whatever villagers I put in here are not going to be able to exit through that doorway. And being 2 trapdoors that are technically in the open position, mobs won't mess with it, so you don't have to worry about a baby zombie or anything weird getting in. Okay, half slabs again to absolutely control the possibility of no spawns coming in. And that includes cats, golems, or anything else. Wandering traders, stay out of my farm. And 20 beds can be placed. 7 on each side. And the gap in between will allow for 3 more on each side. 7 plus 7 plus 3 plus 3. That's 20 beds. 20 is the magic number on Bedrock. And you can see under each window I've got a fletching table. And that's the 20 workstations for these guys. Okay, I'm going to make the harvesting kill chamber up above. So again, get some ladders so I can do that construction. Whoop! Fall down the exit hole. And push us back into the... It's a bit of a hazard up here, but that's nice. It'll keep the other players out of my farm. Stay off my farm, you monkeys. Okay. I'm minimizing their ceiling height, being about 2.5. That'll allow the villagers to run around, but it won't allow iron golems or, God forbid, an enderman to show up. Not enough space for them. Light it up. Okay. So below me is where the beds are, and this area here is just a funnel system into a lava kill zone. And we got to suspend the lava in the air so that when an iron golem dies, he drops his iron and the iron doesn't get burnt up in lava. It's got to flow underneath it into a collection hopper in the corner. So pretty simple. It's a 7x7 hole with walls that are 4 high. And we'll fill in the gaps. Now, to suspend the lava, we're just using signs. Okay, I don't need the bottom. Bottom sign, don't want that there. But up top, even though they're wooden signs, lava on top of them won't burn them. Why? Because it's Minecraft. But the signs will still allow other things to pass through. Start a couple blocks. Fix the wall later, but let's get this tutorial done. Feel free to comment about what you think the next farm I should build is. I've already got a giant smelter and a lava generating area. But to make those work, I need iron. And so all that construction got halted because I got to make an iron farm. Today's all about this iron farm. Iron farm for the guy. Putting additional signs out because when I put the lava on, it'll spread not just two directions. There it is. It spreads, but the signs hold it up. And that's the extent of the spread. Put up the planes below. There you go. Lava is suspended. Anything tall, like an iron golem, will get its head burnt. 2 blocks or less, you're fine. Oops. That was just from the transition from the hopper on. Okay. Next we need a flow system. Push everything to the side. And of course, I left myself a couple of exit ladders just in case. And then put water source buckets right along the outside walls just to make sure everything holds. And the top one will push it from the middle into the corner. Now this is the last component. We need villagers. So that's your basic farm, just with a water source block in the middle. Bunch of potatoes growing around it, and a nothing special. Going to be a nothing special villager generator, villager farm, villager breeding ground, whatever you want to call it. it's going to turn 2 villagers into a bunch of villagers. And of course, we perpetually keep it going with a farm and a couple of composters, so that the villagers I put in here will become farmers. And the farmers will maintain the crops and keep feeding each other and go, we can't put it in the composters that are blocked, so we're getting fat. And when we're fat and fully fed, we make more babies. That's how Minecraft works. So there, that's just a elevated farm chamber. And then we add a couple of villagers. And that's why this platform's here, just so I can get the boat up. And you only need 2. And the closest village is a couple hundred blocks away, where I brought these guys in from. That's one, and I'll get another one. And then once I've got 2 villagers in here, I'll just close it off and keep them safe. There they are. You can see they're already doing their thing when they became farmers, and well-fed, happy farmers that make little kids. So now that it's generating the villagers, I've got to make a system to collect the little guys. The kids will be able to get out, but the adults won't. Any adults that are done, I'll have to manually push through the system just to get the start going. Okay. Nothing new here, nothing fancy. Just when the villagers try to get to their beds, they're going to fall into a collection channel. And all the channel and movement is controlled by water and water fluid. There's the farm. Got a water flow that they'll fall into. They don't take falling damage, and they will get pushed nicely down this drop to a collection area. And then I will, at the end of it all, I'll add a dispenser with minecarts, just that we pull one villager at a time out of the collection area instead of trying to mess with controlling how many come out. So the double trap door there, when you open it, they won't see that it's open, and they'll just try to walk across like it's nothing. And then the area I'm standing right now, I'll just put a mess of beds. See them all in a field off on the left right now. We'll put it into a building and make it look prettier. Okay. So water flow and controlling where the water flows and overflows. Signs. Just a sign. Technically something is in that occupied square, and Minecraft won't let you basically put two things into one square. So sign has that square. Entities can go in, but not another block. It's more than I need. Let's peel this back. Then after they get pushed down here, the trick will be a kid gets pushed down, and an adult will put another water flow above it, so that an adult is tall enough that their head will basically suck them into the next water flow. And that second water flow will pull them into a collection area. And using cobblestone just so it matches the buildings around it. Whole area used to be hills and forest, and I spent a whole week to clear it out. Okay, so this point here will be the collection spot, and I like to see what's going on and if any mistakes or problems occur, so glass is always good. point there. Okay, glass is a mistake. I should use a sign. But that will control water flow. Water flow 1 brings them over. Water flow 2 picks them up by the head and brings them to the next zone. We'll block it off with a sign. Okay. So now the villagers can pass through that area. Doesn't matter if they're kids or adults. The water's blocked, so it's only flowing outwards from there, not down or back. And then I'll make a channel for that as well. Pull it away from the beds to the collection spot. And a little bit of space so that more than one villager is going to fit in there. It won't look all crammed up. Now it looks like so. You can see the tops of their heads. They're all collecting there already. I've got the food and area where they populate. The bed's there. But no, you can't go to the bed. You fall down in the water source. The water source takes you over here. Oh, and this one grabs you by the head and puts you into the waiting chamber. And by doing it that way, there will be no kids down there. It'll only be adults. Any kids will still be stuck in the previous area. So a dispenser with simple rail pushes the guy up here. I already got one waiting, so I can just move on to the next part. Because this isn't about a villager breeder. This is about putting an iron farm in the sky. Staying focused. I only stopped because I need villagers for the bloody iron farm. There we go. Put them in a boat. And then lead them with a lead over to the iron farm. I've already prepped the bottom of the iron farm as well. So there's some rail over there. I'll bring them over here and then stick them in another rail cart. Because, mistakes happen all the time. Pushing a dude into a water column, a common thing is that he'll fall out of the column and fall to his death from like 190 block. So we keep him inside of another minecart, and I'm just using a boat to transport him over there so I don't have to put a big rail system. I don't want to put rail all down here and then pull all the rail off. So I'm just using a boat. Get him over here. 3 or 4 rails. And get another rail cart ready. Suck these on the farm. Let's do this in the daytime. So. Close it off. Minecart? There's nowhere else for you to go. You're going to go to the minecart. Like so. He's in. And when I push him into the column, he'll still be in the minecart for me to steer around. And we're going to need one more. So you only need 2 villagers to do it. And up they go. Okay. So this is actually villager number 2. And once you're at the top, just bring a little bit more rail. Just to make it easy to control and I don't have to chase him around. He doesn't accidentally fall down that trap door back to the bar. And I've got 2 villagers inside. Once inside, we'll just close the trap doors. Trapdoor door. And they will stay in there. All these blocks will restore to be non-spawnable, so that no iron golems and cats show up out here. Half slab to the stairs, the water column, half block the rest of this stuff. There, spawn safe. Okay. A little while later, we'll just skip ahead a day. So I just threw a whole mess of potatoes at these guys, and they made the 20 villagers that I needed. Waited a bit longer, they all grow up. And then this is one night of AFK. One night of AFK. All the iron the server's gonna need. Because it's not just me either. There's other people that I'm sure could use some iron. There we go. Blocks of iron for everyone. It's fundamental to this game. Iron. Did I say iron? Iron. Noise. And with that iron, I can finish off the other farms that I started. Build even more farms. Farmity farm. Iron. Iron farm in the sky. Just show you quickly. Whoop. Supposed to get this side. Spawn food blocks on top of the walls because we don't want stuff to spawn up here. You see the water chamber with the lava collection area. There's an iron golem now. Oh, and a cat. So when the cats get destroyed, they'll drop string. The iron golems will drop iron and poppies. All of that will go into the collection system. Nice! These are my ways down. Got little trapdoors, and there's just a puddle below. You're staying at the right spot. Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Ah. Safe. If you move, not safe. If you don't move, it's safe. And then, oh, there's Crazy Savage. Hey, Crazy, want some iron? Oh, don't mind if I do, Mr. McSquare. Mr. McSquare, you're so awesome. Everybody should like and subscribe your stuff and maybe even comment. Would you like some iron? Oh, yes, I would. Oh, yeah, iron's so good. There you go. Enjoy, Crazy. Okay. Well. Iron farm successful. And we got a villager breeder as well. And now I can finish off these farms. I got my lava generator. Needed iron. It's the bubble elevator. Just decorated it up a bit. And my super smelter. What? Needs iron for hoppers. And look at that. I got an iron farm. So that's almost done. Let's go get some more cauldrons. Cauldrons are made out of iron. Oh, look, we got an iron farm. Lots of iron. Iron. Lots of iron. I don't need poppies right now, but you never know. String. Hey, string could also make my bloody scaffolding next time. Okay. Ooh, cauldrons. Yeah, let's have some cauldrons. Again, you need iron for so many different things. Every realm, or even if you're just in single play, make an iron farm. Make it a priority. Get your iron farms done. Because there's a lot of people going on up in the sky. Well, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all. See you next time.